Hello everybody, Dawnofthed here, and welcome back to the remake of the tutorial. It's been a while since I've actually done something like this. It's actually also been a little while since the server's been up. But I thought it's been also just something to come back to. So I thought I'd just introduce you guys back into the remake of the tutorial, and also a more comprehensive, informative tutorial to kind of just help introduce what we have actually changed and basically help inform you guys on how to actually set this up properly as we clarified some things, fixed some issues, and also made some things easier to set up on the official side of things. If you want to self-host, though, we'll also cover that as well. A lot of people have been wanting to self-host, and that's what we'll also cover. We've also have a Discord server that you can also check out if you need any further guidance there. We'll have a link to that in the description. But without further ado, let's get straight started on how to set up Dawnofthed Wi-Fi connection. So first things first, go to the GitHub repository of Dawnofthed Wi-Fi connection. You can do this from the website or go to the website link in the description. You can also go to the GitHub and then go to the GitHub wiki for the instructions. Go to the bottom and you'll see Dolphin Emulator Guide. If you're using a real console, you might need to. You're gonna need a real console to basically get a backup that's actually your own. But we'll also to play online, you'll need a backup anyways from a soft-modded Wii, and you're gonna need this in order to play online because how the Wii emulator works is it basically authenticates through an actual Wii, not just the emulator itself. So you're gonna need that anyways. Now, what you're gonna need is to actually download Ramen VPN. You can download it from the link in the GitHub repository in the wiki. Also, download the host. You're also gonna want to download the host text file. This has all the available servers links that are actually been redirects to the server. So this is the official server. So if you want to actually redirect it to your own server, you got to replace these IPs with your own Ramen IP. Not this one. This one links to the official. Yours will be different. You're also going to need these three files in the Dolphin Emulator and /Wii directory. You're going to want to go to Dolphin Emulator, Wii, and make sure these three files are inside. You have to add the gecko code here as well. Make sure it's not from here because what happens is you might want to try like a different way of formatting it. So what I recommend doing is going to Ultra Wi-Fi connection server or GitHub repo and downloading the code from there. So what this does is it effectively removes the SSL checks. So, or you can also get this from Mario Kart Wii's website, which if you type in no SSL gecko code, you will find it in the Mario Kart Wii website. Fix 94. This is what you're gonna need. You can copy the code, then go to Dolphin, right-click, Properties, and then go to Gecko Codes. Make sure you have this pasted in here and added. If you don't know how to add a code, just click Add New Code, and then go to here and paste it in here. And then make sure you have a name, like something you'll remember, like no SSL. But I already have it in here, so I'm gonna leave that be. Next, last but not least, we're not just done yet. We want to make sure that our server will be rerouted to our server. So once you download Radmin, you're going to want to actually connect. If you want to connect to the official servers, of a Dawnofthed Wi-Fi connection, which is probably recommended for now. If it's down for whatever reason, you can self-host with Dawnofthed Wi-Fi connection. To self-host, you can actually basically go into the GitHub wiki, or actually go to the main page, and then you can download from the releases. Just download the latest one, then start the master server. And ignore this stuff. This is just like a base for the what we're planning to make out of Wheeling Wi-Fi connection as a base. And what you're gonna want to do here is go to where you remember that time where we actually wanted that code, the host text file. Yeah, we still need that, but we also want to go to it and change it to our IP. So if you're basically let's say if your IP is 111.222, you want to change that from 111.222, or you want to change it to 111.222, or I'm just saying this for example, by the way. Just don't you. It's not gonna work if you put 111.222, but basically what you want to do here is if you want to replace any IP, let's say you want to actually make it your IP, and your admin IP is let's say let's say if it's 155.268.267. I'm just making up random numbers, okay? It's not gonna work. I'm just making up random numbers. You click this. You type in your IP in this bar, and you type in the current one in this, and then you click replace all, and then that should just filter everything out. Now, basically, what happens here is why we need to do this in the host file. So this reroutes it, but this is my official server, so I'm gonna undo that. And basically, when you want to make sure that when you make those changes, that you click File and click Save when you modify the IP to self-host. Then, once you actually modify those, you want to click on your server files. Make sure you click the Dawnofthed Wi-Fi Connection 3.0, and then scroll down till you see master server.py in the server. Then just double click on that. Make sure you have Python 2.7 installed. I think I had to get that installed manually, so I don't know if I'll leave a link to that in the description, since you guys will probably need to figure that one out for yourselves, unfortunately, because it took me a while to figure that one out, and I don't know if I'm gonna be keen enough to guide you through how to set up Python. I'm just gonna assume you have that installed, and it's gonna look something like this. Let me close it for a second. Huh? Oh, there we go. Oh, so if you actually don't disconnect, it actually closes. Okay. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna wanna click master server.py, and it's gonna look something like this. That means the server's running. You're good. Then you start your server, and it should be running. You should see this at start when you actually see it working at first with your admin. You make sure that your admin IP is connected to the server, and you're good. Servers, using the GitHub, but I'm gonna go to the GitHub repository and just host as my own, since this is my server. So the network name is Dawnofthed Wi-Fi Connection 2.0, and the password is Dawn65. You're gonna want to type this in when joining a network in Radmin. How you're going to do that? Well, you go to open up Radmin, click Network, and click Join Network, not Create. Create is if you want to host. Make sure it's a private network, and type in the stuff as displayed on the GitHub. You can copy and paste it as well, from piece by piece. So we'll just do, say, Dawnofthed Wi-Fi Connection 2.0, and Dawn 65. And you click Join, It should, since it's not telling me I joined already because I actually already joined, but yours should say that you joined. So, there we go. Now, last but not least, we need to redirect the server to our connection. So what you want to do is copy, highlight all this thing, and then press Control, and then press V. Make sure you press V, the C key. If I said Control V, I meant Control C. Hold Control while actually highlighting, and then press Control C. And then what you want to do is you want to type Windows key and press R. Then press Control V, and then press OK. This should lead you to the host file that's currently in your thing. You're going to want to replace the text. There's two ways you can do this. You can replace the text that in the text file with everything in there and replace it with this, or you can just replace the host file. How you do that? Well, it doesn't read text files. It only reads the host files. So the way this works is a bit weird. So what happens is, I'll explain how it works. I'm going to copy that just in case. So let me go to the directory. So what happens here is when we go to this directory, I can't directly put we can't put a host file that's in text format. Like, let's say if we do this, it won't read it because the server is not reading a host file that's a text format. If it doesn't actually work, then what you want to do here is delete the current host file and rename and make sure to go to in Windows 11, press View Options, see More, and the three dots, click Options, and then make sure that View File Name Extensions is ticked. I don't know where. I think it was like I have it already enabled, but I think it's like go to View, and then make sure show hidden folders, names, and drives, and then also make sure to put in the full name and path. These settings are what you want, but also, where is it? File name extension. Show full path in the title folder. Okay, show hidden files, folders, and drives. When typing in list folder view, let's see. So what you kind of want to do is you want to make sure you have the settings as appearing right here. Show drive letters. Okay, so that's kind of not what we want. Kind of want to turn that off, because that's usually kind of annoying. Hide extensions for known file types. You want to make sure this is unticked. If you tick this, you're going to have a bad time. So make sure that is off. Then, make sure that you delete the .txt. And then the admin privileges. And then you want to open this with your new one. Make sure everything's set correctly. I'm just doing this just to make sure. And there we go. That's how you set it up. Now, what you want to do is test the connection, but we're not done yet. The first thing you want to do is, if you're running an emulator, you're going to get into some issues if you don't have Radmin online. If you do have it set up like that, as I explained earlier, you should get into this main menu right here called Nintendo WFC, or the main menu for worldwide, for the online front. Now, you can then play worldwide or regional and play with some people on our network. Now, currently, there's not really much people online, so that's why we have like a player stats page, like a player count stats page, where you can see like how many players are on whenever the servers are up. So you can like see the game ID and how many players are on. This is just so you know who you can play with. And not only does it tell you the game ID, it like shows, and the player counts, it also shows like when this was taking place, like how long ago. You can also update that via like refreshing the page. We also have a status page that lets you know if our servers are up or not. If they're not up, you'll see this go down. This game stats plus player count statistics and game server traffic. This will stay down, but at the moment it says operational, that means that you're good. We also have a website that is usually up for the majority of the time, unlike the servers. But sometimes that does go down because of WordPress traffic being down for maintenance, but that's out of our scheme control. So the only thing that's really in our control is the server traffic, which you can see it's had quite a rough time staying up because it's not cloud hosted. But that's fine. At least you know when it's up. So, and then we also have the Discord link, which all this should be in one setup. So if you want to actually set up this server, all the links are in my website. You can check out the GitHub wiki here. You can check out our Discord here. I'll show you just in case if you don't know if that works or not. See, it takes you right to there. If you're not in there before, you can just send you an invite. And then we also have the GitHub wiki, the server stats, and you can also contact support here if you have issues with the servers. And that's pretty much it. If you ever wonder what the rules are on the servers, or if you want to see what games that support, you can check here. And you can check this stuff out here. A lot of the games tend to work per se, at least for the main ones. And if you want to know what the code of conduct here is, this is just basically the rules saying like what is allowed and what's not. You can read that there for yourself if you want to. But that's about it. Without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and don't forget to have fun. And if you find this service interesting, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll be sure to see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Bye.